4 years ago, Jenn Stuczynski had never even picked up a pole.
The sport I like the most would probably be softball.
She had never attempted a jump.
I was like, man, you want me to run and put this pole in the box and jump?
Truth be told, she didn't even follow the sport.
I never watched it.
Two-time U.S. champion Jenn Stuczynski.
Today, 4 years later, Jenn Stuczynski holds the American record for women and finished second in this year's World Indoor Championships. She's now America's best hope for a medal in the pole vault at the Summer Olympics. She's also the best Western New York athlete that no one knows. Growing up in Fredonia, Jenn was always an exceptional athlete. In high school, she won the state championship in the pentathlon, which consists of 5 track and field events, but does not include the pole vault. In college, Jenn was a star basketball player at Roberts Wesleyan near Rochester, where she won National Player of the Year honors as a senior. And that spring, 4 years ago, she was playing in a pickup basketball game with members of the men's team when her life and the future of women's pole vaulting in the U.S. would change forever.
You know, I was holding my own pretty good and pretty aggressive there.
She was spotted by the school's track coach, Rick Suhr.
So I knew right away, I said, you know, this might be the kind of attitude and toughness that I'm looking for.
And he said, you know, you've been good at a lot of things, but I think you could be great at pole vault. A pole vaulter, you know, who wants to pole vault when they're a senior in college? You know, but it's weird, I had a trust in him already.
And that trust was rewarded very quickly. Jenn's athletic ability, combined with her great drive and Suhr's coaching techniques, had her reaching new heights on a regular basis.
I'd say after, 7 or 8 months, I started to figure things out just a little bit.
She used to ask me almost every day, can I be really good at this? And I would say, I don't know yet, I need to see more.
At what point do you realize, oh my God, he may really have something here?
In December, about 2 months before the U.S. Nationals, I pretty much knew that she could be a big-timer. And I knew that we're on to something really good.
Maybe something even better than really good. Just 10 months after first picking up a pole, Jenn Stuczynski won the American Indoor Championship. It was beyond unbelievable.
The only parallel I can draw is you or me pick up a golf club tomorrow, and we've never golfed. And 10 months later, we beat, Tiger Woods, Phil Mickelson, and we win the Masters.
So these things just don't happen?
No, they don't happen at all. In fact, I've never seen it happen.
But happen it did. And suddenly, Jenn was the golden girl of women's pole vaulting in the U.S. But she was also still a student. And so while going for her master's in child psychology, the new American champion, to help support herself, would commute from where she trained near Rochester back to her parents' food store in Fredonia.
In the morning, I'd start the coffee, count the papers, I'd sweep. Any dirty job I was always stuck doing. That's what you get for being the daughter of the owner.
Then, at the end of 2005, about a year and a half after she started vaulting, Jenn came to a crossroads. She would have to choose between education and competition.
I can't do my master's and I can't pole vault. Those things I can't give half and half. I have to give 100% to something. And that's when, I dropped out of the master's program.
And when she called us and said that she thinks she's going to take some time off from school to make a living pole vaulting, we both hit our knees crying because we never thought it would be a possibility.
It almost wasn't a possibility. Jenn still didn't have an endorsement contract and wasn't making any money.
I remember sitting down and telling her that I was going to refinance my home in order to get enough money to buy enough time for her to keep training.
What he sacrificed for me to do this is just incredible, and without that I couldn't have even done it.
Then, a few months later, Jenn signed an endorsement deal with Adidas, and her financial worries were over. And since, she's become a superstar. Last year, she became just the second woman in history to clear 16 feet. She's won a total of 5 U.S. championships and has gone head-to-head with the world's best. And now, just 4 years after she first picked up a pole, Fredonia's Jenn Stuczynski has her sights set on Beijing.
When you were a young girl in Fredonia watching the Olympics on TV, could you have ever imagined that you're probably going to be there?
No, I would have never imagined that. I never watched the pole vault. I never watched it.